We recently had the opportunity to go skydiving. It was a gift from our friends. It was a metaphorical picture of this thing that we're doing right now where we feel like the Lord has actually invited us to risk, to follow him, to jump. And so we're on this new assignment that God has given to us. Over the last decade, we've had the awesome opportunity to work with desperation, calling a generation to live with desperate pursuit, to seek the Lord, to live with passion and prayer and consecration and on mission. And it's been incredible, even as we've seen now these young adults with their families and in their jobs, but they still live wholeheartedly for Jesus.
So that's ultimately what we're called to. In this past season, the Lord's just really cemented in our hearts that we are called to disciple young adults, that they would have passion for Jesus, that they would have a conviction about prayer, that they would live lives of holiness. Ultimately, that they would advance the kingdom in their generation by making a measurable impact as they partner with Jesus for his purposes on the planet. And so there is such a need for authentic disciples that passionately love Jesus and are submitted to his lordship. And this season of life is such a crucial part of that process. So after much prayer, the Lord has led us to Kansas City to be a part of Radiant Church in order to do just that.
What we love about Radiant Church is this desire to raise up wholehearted disciples that have passion for Jesus and light up the world. That's exactly the kind of church that we want students to be discipled in. And so that's what we're excited about. We're specifically going to be starting Radiant Intensive. It's a full-time discipleship program for young adults here at Radiant Church to disciple them within that culture, to empower them and that they would live in such a way that they know God, that they're finding freedom, that they're living with purpose, and that ultimately they are sacrificing so that their life can be given, that the lamb that was slain would receive the reward of his suffering. And so I just thank you for even taking time to listen to our story, to hear what we're doing. We are so excited as God has called us to do this, and I want to ask that you would take time to pray about how you could partner with us in discipling these young adults, that they would live their entire lives seeking after Jesus and advancing his kingdom.